What up, YouTube? T-Moves here. Here is my throwback segment where I talk about the films that turned 10 and 20 this week. Alright, the films that turned 10, we got the heist film Takers. Now, this had a pretty good cast. It had the likes of Idris Elba, Hayden Christensen was in this. Probably his last good role, in my opinion. You also had the likes of Chris Brown, T.I., Mike Ealy was in this, Matt Dillon. It has a pretty good cast. It's actually a pretty fun film. If you guys don't really know much about what it's about, it stars Idris Elba as Gordon Jennings and his friends who enjoy this luxury lifestyle of funded by bank robberies, and they end up, pretty much going on a heist. And I mean, they're not called the movie's not called Takers for no reason, Anyway, I really got a kick out of it. I'm a sucker for heist movies, so there's that. It's really entertaining. It's fun. If you guys have not really seen Takers, I'll say give it a shot. It's a really entertaining flick. Alright. Also, turning 10, we got the horror film The Last Exorcism. The first one was okay. The sequel was not so good. I mean, this is like another one of those exorcism-based movies. I mean, we haven't really had a great one since The Exorcist, which was in 1978. There's been some okay ones, not really anything that's been great, to be honest with you. But I mean, this stars Ashley Bell in it. The first Last Exorcism movie, I got kicked out, but the second one, which got released 2013 or 2014, I can't remember what year the second one came out, but the second one was just so good. So, alright, the 20-year one, films that turned 20, holy cow, I can't believe this turns 20. The cheerleading classic, Bring It On, is 20 years old this week. I mean, the film that's, of course, starred the likes of Kristen Dunst, Gabrielle Union, Jesse Bradford. I mean, of course, this ended up kicking off a franchise. Obviously, the sequels went to home to video and all. And the sequels weren't all that great, but the original Bring It On, it's entertaining. It's really funny, a really decent sport film. I mean, you got Eliza Dushku in this, who just doesn't adore her. Bring It On is it's a cheerleading classic, I mean, you don't really see a whole lot of movies about cheerleaders, to be honest here, but Bring It On is definitely the best one they've ever had. It's really good. If you guys haven't really seen the first Bring It On, go check it out. I mean, believe it or not, Bring It On is also directed by Peyton Reed, who later on gave us Ant-Man. So before he gave us Ant-Man, he gave us Bring It On. There's a little tidbit for you right there. Alright, also turning 20, we got this really cool horror film that premiered in the 2000s titled Cherry Falls. Now this is a horror film that starred the late Brittany Murphy. You had Michael Biehn. You also had Jesse Bradford. So technically Bradford had about 2 movies that week. Now in it, it's about this small town sheriff named Brent Morgan, played by Michael Biehn, who discovers that the presence of a serial killer in a sleepy hamlet and the killer has been only targeting virgins, both male and female. And so Sheriff's daughter Jody, played by Brittany Murphy, is among the potential victims. And also this is pretty something. I mean, if you ever know some of the history of horror films, I mean, it's usually rare that they do a horror movie pretty much about a killer hunting down virgins. Yeah. I mean, obviously that's why it's called Cherry Falls, Papa Cherry, But anywho, Cherry Falls is a really fun slasher flick. The late great Brittany Murphy was pretty good. Michael Biehn is always on point. If you guys never really seen Cherry Falls, it's probably one of the most underrated slasher movies there is. It's really entertaining. Alright, that's pretty much it. Let me leave it to you guys. Which of these stand out to you the most? The 10-year one, the one that stands out to me the most, has got to be Takers. And the 20-year one, the one that stands out to me the most for that one, will actually be bringing on. Anyway, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Movie signing off.